Now, following intense heat this weekend, torrential rain is now in store for parts of the UK. In fact, some areas could expect an entire month's worth in just 12 hours. It comes after some of the hottest temperatures were recorded so far this year. Charlie Frost is in West Sussex and sent this report.
Water bombing wildfires from above. Fire crews in Scotland battling blazes in the Highlands as fires rip through forests for a second day. In contrast, in Sussex, the sunshine drew thousands to the south of England show, but the soaring temperatures left many searching for shade. How are you coping in the heat?
There's a nice gentle breeze, so it's making it bearable, but it's much hotter than we would have liked.
We've got plenty of water we brought with us, and the ice creams help, so it's been lovely.
Just finding shade every now and again, keeping hydrated, about to get an ice cream, and yeah, just having little breaks from the sunshine, really.
It's really, really hot. We came a few years ago and the weather was completely different. It rained the whole time. So yeah, this year we decided to bring the children and it's just been so hot.
But at an agricultural show, it's not just the spectators that feel the heat.
All our exhibitors and our stewards are professionals. If we had any concerns with regards to animal welfare, then we would obviously take the necessary precautions.
And many of us are being advised to take precautions when it comes to our own well-being. An amber heat alert in place in the Midlands, south and east of England until Tuesday morning. Temperatures this weekend have reached 10 degrees Celsius higher in some places than normal June weather, leaving us all looking for ways to keep cool. Elsewhere, though, there were storms, the pressure from the heat creating scenes like this in Cornwall. And this isn't the end of this more extreme weather, with a heat wave for much of the UK forecast next week. Charlie Frost, ITV News in Ardingly in Sussex.
A heat health alert remains in place for London as temperatures soared again today. The alert means there could be an impact on health, especially on those considered vulnerable, like the elderly or anyone suffering from respiratory problems. Our reporter Alison Earle has spent the day looking at how people of all ages are coping.
The sort of day we could only dream of during those weeks and weeks of rain. And the summery vibes drew many to London Fields and its Lido.
We're loving it, aren't we, Manny? Although keeping a hat on is a bit of a problem.
We are trying to go to the swimming pool so we can refresh a bit, but it's really hot. How often do we get this weather? So it's nice to cope for a bit.
Well, it's hotter here in the capital today than it is in Ibiza, Tenerife and Casablanca. And while many are clearly enjoying it, the UK Health Security Agency has issued an alert for high temperatures, as it does bring with it some risks.
There are people who are most vulnerable to the health effects from high temperatures. Those include the people who are older or the very young. These health effects that we see with high temperatures are almost entirely preventable just by taking some simple measures.
And those taking part in this football school are doing just that.
It's difficult to play football when it's this hot, so we're doing more water breaks than we usually would. We're encouraging the kids to wear sort of hats to keep the sun off their face, lots of sunscreen, trying to use shaded areas where possible.
I try and stay active but less active so then I don't burn all my energy out.
Sometimes if it's over 25 degrees, you can spray the coaches with water.
A slightly different approach over in northwest London at the Signature Care Home, where lollies are going down well.
It's good that it's a popular choice, and even for the team members as well, to make sure they're sort of staying hydrated. Each person is really looked after in terms of having sun protection on, the right level of clothing, and a general reminder for people to make sure their intake of fluids is at the right level.
But for the residents here,
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Thoroughly enjoying it, but I don't mind the rain either, to be honest.
I always put sun cream on this. I don't want to get burnt. I don't like getting burnt.
Would you prefer it a bit milder?
I love it when it's hot like this. Sit in the shade, listen to a bit of music, lovely company. Everything's great.
Making the most of it while it lasts. Alison Earle, BBC London.
Some happy people there.